And in this following two sessions, we'll be talking about like how to organize your own conference. And firstly, we'll be focusing on organizational aspects by Oğuz ÖğRENCİ. Let me read. Oğuz ÖğRENCİ is a senior year social science student at Kadir Has University, double majoring in business administration and economics. He has been a frequent participator of European Youth Parliament format conferences and a competitive debater since high school. And he has begun his MUN career at MUN Club in 2018. After a short while of experience being a delegate, he has served in an academic teams of many conferences as well as experience a leading role in organization team. He is currently planning to continue with his studies at Clemson University Business School's PhD program. So, Mr. Öğrenci, stage is yours.
Thank you. I guess you can all hear me.
Yes.
Am I loud and clear? I guess I am. Anyway, so welcome everyone. Today I will be talking about like several stuff. Firstly, I'm amazed by the increasing number of conferences all around Turkey. I love that everyone who loves MUN, they are trying to organize their own conferences, which is adding a lot to both the society and also high school students, university students all around Turkey as well. So, of course, it's a difficult thing. It's not easy to, organize your own conference. It's not easy to gather an organization team. It's not easy to deal with each and every step because the conference is not a 3 or 4 days thing for the organizing team. Not only for the organizing team, but especially for the organizing team. It's a months-long process. It's a months-long work and hard work. So today I will be focusing on not the conference as a 3 or 4 day occasion, but more like the organization as a functional institution, which deals with all the problems that people have, which is trying their best to make the conference a better experience for everyone. So firstly, one thing to remember, what are we doing? We are doing an MUN conference, and it's about the people, it's about the participants. We are trying to make a better experience. We are trying to have our participants leaving the conference happy. We are trying to help them with an environment by preparing an environment where they can do MUN, where they can try to focus on both the academic aspect of the MUN and also the fun. So it's about the people, and fundamentally, it's about making them happy. Not just happy, but satisfied in each and every sense. So, okay, how do we do that? We have a lot of steps to do right. For example, the accommodation, for example, the logistics, for example, what you are serving at the coffee breaks or what kind of social events you have at night. I'm not gonna, talking about the different tactics in the field that you are supposed to employ, but I'm going to be talking about more of a general idea today. And it's, yeah, so let me begin. Firstly, what do we have? Our biggest tool is our organization team. And in order to make it good organization, you need a better organization team, and you need people who you are trusting to work, who you trust to work with. You need people who know their stuff, not only know their stuff, but also who are open for progress, who are open for improvement. I think this is the most important part. We are all MUNers. The organization team is also supposed to be MUNers, made of MUNers who are, participating in different MUNs all around Turkey, if possible, internationally. And at each and every MUN experience, you see new stuff. You see stuff that are not done before. You see the way they are, for example, preparing the welcome packs. You see that, oh my God, they have this in their welcome pack, and it makes sense. It makes the people happy. It's something fun. So why don't you employ the same tactic as well? This is not a tactical field work thing, but this is more of a wider idea, being open for improvements and trying to get better each and every step. For example, like I think this is the best thing. When make a conference, when you organize a conference, and then when it becomes something like a tradition, when the second year, the team that you have, work together with, and the team that you have raised, the team that you taught how to organize a conference, when they do their second, edition, when the ones after them do their third, this is amazing, right? But tradition doesn't mean you have to do everything exactly the same way the last time. No, it's the exact opposite. You see what kind of problems you are facing, and you will face problems. I mean, like, good planning is important, which I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes. But even if you plan for everything, even if you go after each and every detail for hours and hours, discuss about them and develop contingency plans, you will still have stuff that you weren't expecting. And the next year, this is something good. This is an opportunity, to be honest, because next year, the next conference you are organizing, the next time you are doing something, you will know that those kind of problems can occur, and you will have a solution for them. This is improvement. This is amazing. And this is what makes the people happy. This is what makes the delegates happy. This is what makes the advisors happy. This is what increases the value of your conference. And this is what turns your conference into a brand. So how do we do this? What is the main element of the conference? It's not the venue, no. It's not the date. I mean, the venue matters a lot, A venue where logistics is easy, a venue where people are happy, nice building, I don't know, a large area where you can have a very sociable coffee break, where people can all, gather around together, do stuff. Those are all great stuff. But the most important part, wait 1 second, is the organization team is a functional institution again. So what do I mean by a functional institution? Firstly, when people hear the work organization team, what comes to their mind is, okay, there's the director general, right? And he or she has some deputies, and right under them, there are the department heads. There are departments. There's for example, PR department. There's the logistics department, whatever. Well, this is one part of the picture, but the part that I will be focusing is the functionality of all those departments and all those members working together, interacting with each other, and going towards a common goal. Okay, the keyword one, the common goal. Again, what is our goal? Making our delegates happy. I think what the organization team from the DG tell all members that they should never ever forget is that they are the agents of a principle, the principle being the MUN society, and they are basically trying their best. They are supposed to be working towards making the MUN society a better place by starting in their own conference and doing a conference where people are happy, comfortable, where people are doing MUN. So this is the first step, making people happy. And accepting this as a common goal, and also accepting the brand as a common goal. For example, like in a club that I had served, I mean, we were calling ourselves a family. It's amazing. It's something good. You don't need to be a family, but you need to be you need to be working together, and you need to be have some kind of synergy. And I think the important part here in terms of working together is not, okay, we are all agreeing with each other. It doesn't matter. I think, to be honest, it's something bad when everyone agrees with each other, because it means that there is not much place for improvement. There's not much place for critics. Maybe they are missing something, and maybe there is a group thinking happening. So the keyword two, group think is very bad. What matters instead, what we are trying to achieve instead, is each and every member being empowered by the organization, and not just having a hierarchical top to bottom structure where the DG thinks about everything, but instead everyone in the field, from all the organization team members, from the PR members to logistics members, they all observing, they all trying to figure out what's happening, they all reflecting upon their own experiences, both from the past and also during the conference, in the field at the day zero, and recommending each other, recommending the organization back with their feedbacks. also gathering feedbacks, obviously, from all the participants as much as they can. I mean, like when you're an organization member, half of the day during the conference is asking people, hey, how's it going? Is there a problem? And this is amazing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And then you need to gather that feedback. You need to also gather whatever you're observing, back up on them, share them with the other members. So having many empowered members and having an organizational culture where functionality is before the titles, where functionality is before the hierarchical structure, or as I always say, functionality for structure. This is what I believe in. This is what I also academically believe in as well. This is the way to improve what you are serving, what you are capable of serving to the participants, and making it a better place. Am I right? I have 9 minutes, right? Yeah. So let's step back and let's look at the whole picture. Many months before you have the day 0 of your conference, you will have the team. And the team will begin working together. The team will begin preparing for a lot of stuff. I think one important part, one important beginning here could be including everyone in the decision-making process. This is the way to empower your members, your team members. This is the way to increase the inclusivity of your institution. And I think becoming an extractive institution is what you are supposed to be, avoiding. And in order to be more inclusive, asking people what they think about that. For example, let's say that you're the PR director. Let's say you have made some, you got your designs from the design department and you like them. Maybe you didn't like them, I don't know, but you are supposed to share them on the social. Well, what about before commanding, before ordering each and every member of yours to, okay, share those? What about asking them what they think about it? This is, for example, a very small part. Or for example, the logistics team, they are going to be dealing with a lot of very difficult things from the day 0 till the day 3, 4, whatever. And I think if they also have a say in, for example, deciding upon the hotel, deciding upon the, shuttles, deciding upon the number of shuttles, deciding upon the way, the procedure that they are going to have in the field. This is going to make it, one, easier for them during that day, which is important because a very stressed out organization team is not something anyone wants. Participants don't like it, obviously. And also, secondly, they will feel empowered. When you feel empowered, you care about stuff. When you feel empowered, you know that it's in your capabilities to make this better. Also, it's a responsibility of yours to make it better because it's a part of yourself and you're also a part of it. This is the important thing. When you are at a conference, you are a part of it. Not only the organization team, not only the academic team, but also with all delegates and the advisors and everyone around you. You're all a part of one occurrence. And in order to make it better, you need to have functional institutions determining what's happening and also, make both preparing and also actualizing each and every step of the occurrence. And the functional institution, the organization team as a functional institution here is the most important one. So think that I don't have I have 5 minutes. Am I supposed to take questions? Let me just ask people.
Sure.
Am I supposed to take questions? Huh?
Yeah. If
right,
someone has a question, they can write on the chat part.
When you see the questions, can you read them out for me so that I can answer them?
Yeah, sure. So please do not hesitate to ask your questions in your minds. Organizing MUN is a hard job. Can everyone organize an MUN conference?
I think yes. But two things. Firstly, try to have as much experience as you get. Try to get as much experience you get before undertaking such a difficult thing. So the more conferences you attend to, one, this is really good. And two, if you if you feel that you are lacking some of the capabilities, maybe some of the know-how, you can always try to get consultancy. Okay, there are both companies who are doing this professionally, and also there are many people who are working bona fide and who are, being advisors to the conferences. Try to find people, try to contact with them. They will help you out. I think like having a real good organizational and academic advisor would make it a lot better for you, at least in the first few conferences.
And there's a question. I study in a private high school, and our MUNs are held jointly with more than 30 campuses. The problem we complain is that as students, we have no say in MUN of our school, and the highest level we can reach is being a delegate. We want to open a MUN club with all students in our campus, but because of the reason I just described, nobody sees himself experienced enough. Basically, how can we organize our MUN? Where can we start?
Okay, so I think when I meant an extractive institution, this is exactly what I mean. When there's a very large, very big, and very big corporation, for example, like a chain of schools, it's gonna be top to bottom, and you really lack to say in whatever you are doing. This is unfortunately the truth, and this is what we don't want. This is why we are today in academia, also in management academia, we are against the hierarchical vertical organizations, but whatever. So I think the best one could be finding out, again, as I answered the first question, I think it would be really good to have some advisors, have some people who are experienced, for example, some college students who have, organized their 5th, 6th conferences, or at least trying to get, by the way, it is also important, you need to be talking with your school. If you are going to organize it in your school, if you're going to have the venue in your school, you need to convince your school's principal or whatever, vice president maybe, to, agree with you. And I think if you talk to them with having some very experienced MUNers behind your back, who are going to support you through the process, I think you will also have a larger say. You will also have a larger power in negotiations. I think this is what I would comment.
Yeah. How can we promote ourselves for other conference organizers to notice us and take us as possibly a crisis member?
Can you repeat the question?
How can we promote ourselves for other conference organizers to notice us and take us as a possibly a crisis member?
So, okay, like it doesn't really matter either for organization team or academic team. During a conference, you are with other people like virtually all day long for 3-4 days, whatever. So you will have a lot of opportunities to talk to people, right? Begin by talking to people. For example, this is how you get, this is how you have people invite you to join their team, both in academic and also organization team, but also, especially in academia, this is how it works. Well, I think talking to people, trying to show them what your intentions are, how motivated you are, this is very important. You don't need to convince people by doing something extraordinary. Usually just, like having a few steps forward and showing your intentions. This is what takes you to top. This is what takes you further.
And how can we promote our conference and attract more delegates if it's organized in a small cities and eastern part of Turkey, such as Elazığ, Malatya?
Yeah.
It's hard for people to go small cities comparing Istanbul, Izmir, and Ankara.
Yeah. That's something said, but other than Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, and maybe Antalya, all the small cities, they have this problem. That's why they have an inbred MUN environment, which is not something good, because it's not very open to a lot of opportunities for improvement. But I think if your city has something like a touristic attraction, trying to make a conference, for example, trying to like combining a conference with something else. For example, let's say that a 2-day city tour, whatever, after the conference. So having like a 2-day conference, let's not, think very big, and then having a 2 days, whatever you can have. For example, in Elazığ, there is skiing, right? trying to, like, I think it's going to be a difficult job. It's going to be a difficult endeavor, but it could be really meaningful to working with something like a ski resort and combining your conference, if you can, with something like that, some occasion like that. It could be something really marketable. It could sell a lot, but it's going to be difficult. Like, that's definitely true.
Yes, so thank you very much for your presentation and your answers. So see you at 2:30. Have a nice day.
Thanks everyone for participating here. Bye.